We're trying it again.
Okay.
2 breaths in.
2 breaths and 30 compressions.
30 compressions. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19.
Hi, my name is Jameson Beebehouse, and I'm the Director of 911 for Weakley County, Tennessee. And I want to tell you briefly about an incident that occurred to one of my dispatchers while attending a picnic at the UTM campus. During the picnic, a male subject collapsed on the grounds, and it was found that he was not breathing with no pulse. Immediately, CPR was begun by bystanders. My dispatcher, pointed out to someone to call 911 like we're trained to do, and immediately started asking where the closest AED was, or Automatic External Defibrillator. Now, being on the UTM campus, she knew that there were several around. They located one in a nearby building and brought it to the scene. Once they connected the AED to the patient, shock was advised and they administered a shock. Shortly thereafter, EMS and fire department arrived, loaded the patient up, and he was transported by air to Memphis. The key of the story is, the next day the gentleman returned home. Now I want to let this sink in a moment. Here was a male who was unconscious, not breathing, no pulse. A day later, he's home with his family. And a big key to that is professionalism of our fire and EMS folks, as well as the rapid availability of an automatic external defibrillator. You'll see these now more in airports, grocery stores, churches, schools, campuses, throughout our community. But the need still exists for us to place more of these devices in areas where the public gathers. On September the 27th, Sadie Saves Foundation will be hosting their 4th annual 5K Run, 1K Walk event in Gleason. And Sadie Saves Foundation raises money to place both external defibrillators and also epinephrine or EpiPens in public locations to be administered whenever the need arises. Now, I know that we have seen several videos about giving to charities over the last few months, but I want to give you one statistic for Weakley County to kind of bring this into focus. In Weakley County, you are 10 times more likely to be involved in a cardiac or respiratory incident than you are to have a fire at your house, a fire in your backyard, or even be involved in a traffic accident. That is astounding. There are so many great charities that we can give to, both locally in the state and of course around the world. But I dare you to find a charity that you can give money to that actually brings people back to life. And that's what charities like Sadie Saves does. Now, I'm not going to ask you to pour water on your head, and I'm not going to ask you to give a certain amount of money, but I will ask you this. Share the message. Get the information out. Give if you can, and if you can't, volunteer. Because a life we save may be yours.